They frequented our schools. They frequented our hospital. We don't know where they've been, what they were doing, or who they were. We don't know if they're not still here. That's what is making us fearful. Who are these people? Where are they? And why are they here? It's that unknown factor. So how do we cope with it? I'm going to throw some questions out to you. How do we cope with it? What's some ways that you all think is the best way to cope with this fear? I'm sure many of you are still walking around feeling anxious. Yes, Amelia?
Education. Educate yourself.
Right.
You know, put up with things and tend to eliminate them from your life, and that will help really fear.
Education is very important. That's what we're doing here. We want to educate you to know what this is about and how you handle it. Yes?
Talking to each other, sharing feelings and emotions.
Yes. That's a very important thing. She said, if you all didn't hear, talking to each other, sharing your feelings, sharing your emotions. Many of us don't realize that other people are feeling the same thing as we are. About 3 weeks ago, maybe it's 4 weeks ago, but I was at home one day and the exterminator came to my house. And that sort of was the reason I decided to give this talk tonight. He said to me, no, I don't understand it. I've been so on edge. I've been yelling at my kids for no reason. And I can't understand it. And then it just dawned on me, I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling sad. And I didn't understand why. It's all through this stuff that's going on in this world. I'm so scared for my children. And I said, you know, you're right. That's the way I feel. Those of us that have young kids, why don't we bring in the kids? What kind of world do we have here? And it's very frightening to say, okay, this is what we're bringing our children. How are they going to deal with the world? What is the world going to be like for them? We need to talk to each other. We need to understand our own feelings. We need to be able to say, okay, we have to go on. We have to create a better world for the kids. How can we do that? We need to do that with different kinds of groups. Sessions like this. We could do it in our own individual groups. Talk when you're playing bridge. Talk when you're playing mahjong. Get together when you're going out to dinner, going to the movies with people. Talk to them about it. Form little groups yourselves and say, hey, you know, what way can we as this community get along better, deal with the issues, and actually maybe set up organizations to deal with any kind of incident that may occur here in Boca Raton. Any other ideas people have? Yes, sir.
Don't you think we should have tighter securities at borders before these immigrants come into our country?
He said, don't you think we should have tighter security on our borders before you allow these immigrants to get into our country? Yes, I mean, that's fine. But that's something, that's kind of governmental. Does that give you security? I mean, do you know like what's going on every day of the week, that whether Mr. Muhammad is coming into this country or not from Canada, or if Mrs. Bin Asaga or whatever comes into Miami from the airport? We don't know those things. That's something we don't know about. Yes, we need to have that. We need to